Hello everyone. We are going to discuss class 8 Science NCERT chapter 3rd Synthetic Fibers and Plastics. So first of all, what are the fibers or the fabrics are made from the fibers obtained from the natural or artificial sources. They may be from the nature or maybe the man-made from the petrochemicals or other chemical processes. The natural fibers like cotton, wool, silk are obtained from the plants and animals, so that's why they are called the natural fibers. And the synthetic fibers are, on the other hand, made from the human beings with the help of some of the chemicals and the petrochemical products. So they are called the synthetic or the man-made products. So coming towards this table, there is a name of the article, the sweater, which is made from the wool fiber and the fiber type is natural. The carpet, which is made from the rayon, which is artificial silk. The rayon is called the artificial silk. The socks, which is made from nylon, it is also the artificial fibers. The a synthetic fibers is also a chain of the small units joined together, and each small unit is actually a chemical substance. Many such small units combine to form a single unit, a large single unit that is called the polymer. There is, we saw these are the single unit which are added in a huge numbers and they form a large chain which is called the polymers. So this is one of the individual unit which is added in the multiple times, and we get this infinite units. The the polymers occurs in natures, as the cotton is also a polymer which is made from the cellulose, as the cellulose is made from the large number of the glucose units. So there the cellulose is the polymers which is made from the different glucose, small glucose units. The types of the synthetic fibers: the rayon. Firstly, the rayon is also called the artificial silk. Keep in mind this. The such rayon fibers was obtained by the chemical treatment of the wood pulp. So these fibers we called as a rayon or the artificial silk, as although the rayon is obtained from the natural source of the wood pulp, but it is a man-made fibers. It is very cheaper than silk. So we buy the products from the rayon as it is very cheap and also the light as compared to the original silk, as the product which made from the this rayon are there, is the bed sheets are there is a carpet are made. So the chemical formula of the rayon is this: when this unit reacts with the chemicals called NaOH and the carbon disulfide CH2, they form a long chain of the polymer which is called the rayon. Now the nylon is another man-made fibers. In the 1931 it was discovered, and it was made without using any natural raw materials or which we get from the plants or the animals. It was just prepared from the coal, water, and then the air. So the nylon is very strong and elastic and also the light. So we use the nylon to make our socks or the mountain climbing ropes or the hot air balloons, parachutes, and curtain, because the nylon is very strong. Is the chemical formula of the nylon is this is nylon 6,6, and when the adophenyl chloride reacts with hexamethyl diamine, they form a long chain of the polymer which is called the nylon. So here we see that the nylon, the hot air balloons, the parachutes, and the rope climbing are made from the nylon because it is very strong. Now the third category of the man-made or the synthetic fibers are the polyester and acrylic. As basic, we see that whenever we visit the cloth shops, we see that the shopkeeper tells that this shirt is of the polyester cloth. So the people wearing the nice polyester shirts is there. So the polyester is another synthetic fibers which is made from the different small unit of the esters. They combine together and form a large polymer which is called the polyesters. So this is the reactions which takes place to form the polymer. This is dimethyl tetraphthalate reacts with ethylene glycols, and this is the small large polymer chain of the polyesters. So you will study this formula in the higher classes, so keep in mind this. As the PET is a very familiar forms of the polyesters, it is used for making the water bottles, utensils. As basic, we see that that the mothers always buy the PET bottles to keep the pickles, rice, sugars, or the salt in the PET bottles. The Do you know the polyesters is actually made from the two words, the poly and the esters. Poly means many, and then the ester is a group of the chemicals which combines in the many numbers and then form the polyester. There's a group poly wool. From the polyesters may mix is a mixture of the polyesters and then the wool. There is another group which is called the acrylic, and this acrylic is basically a artificial wool is there, as the natural wool is very expensive, it is very heavy, so there the scientists form made an acrylic. This is a man-made wool, and this wool obtained from the natural resources is quite expensive, where the clothes from the acrylic are relatively cheap, as the synthetic fibers are most durable and affordable, which makes them more popular than the natural fibers. So that's why we in this the people are using the acrylic shawls or the sweaters in the winter seasons. The synthetic fibers, as there is questions as, oh no, now I understand why my mother never wears the polyester cloth while walking in the kitchen. So the answer lies in this paragraph, as the answer is that the synthetic fibers melt on the heating. So this is actually a disadvantage of the wearing the synthetic fiber cloths. If the cloth catches fire in the kitchen any time, it can be disastrous, as the fabric melts and sticks to our body of the persons and harms the body, even burnt the body. So that's why the mothers never wears the polyester cloth in the while working in the kitchen. All the synthetic fibers are prepared by the number of the process using the raw materials or the petroleum origins called the petrochemicals. So mostly the Reliance petrochemicals make the polymers with the help of the petrochemical extract which they get from while puring the petroleum products in the refineries. The characteristic of the synthetic fibers, as the synthetic fibers are very durable, less expensive, readily available, and then the easy to maintain is there. So that's why the people prefers the synthetic fibers. The synthetic fibers, you can take help from your parents in selecting the pieces, as a soak the piece in the different mugs, each containing the same amount of the water. Take the pieces out of the containers after 5 minutes and spread them in the sun for a few minutes. Compare the volume of the water remain in the containers. So this through these examples we see that the natural cotton soaks more water as compared to the artificial ones. So that's why the artificials are very lighter as compared to the natural fibers. Now coming towards the second group, that is the plastic. So the plastic is a polymer like the synthetic fibers, as the plastic do not have the same type of the arrangement. They have the linear arrangement and the cross-linked arrangement. As these arrangement, there is a small unit of the polythenes. These get attached linearly or the cross-linked to form the different types of the plastic fibers. As these plastic fibers are easily moldable and can be shaped in any form, so the plastic can be recycled, reused, colored, melted, and rolled into the different sheets to make the different items. Just like there is bucket, there is a chair, there is a toy car. So the polythene is another example of the plastic. It is used for the making commonly used polythene bags. So this is a small unit of the polythenes which get attached with the many same polythene atoms or the molecules to form the large plastic. Such plastic which get deformed easily on the heating can be can be can be bent easily, are known as the thermoplastic. There are the two groups of the plastic. There is the thermosetting plastic and the thermoplastic. So in the thermoplastic, basically the thermoplastic can be bent easily, as the thermoplastic can be softened easily by heating, and thus it can be reshaped. On the other hand, the thermosetting plastics, this plastic cannot be bent easily and it may break when forced to bend. And then the thermosetting plastic cannot be softened by heating it. So this means that the thermosetting plastic is a permanent type of the plastic, while the thermoplastic is a temporary plastic, as the thermoplastic can be molded into a different items, and we can use this thermoplastic again and again in a number of times, while in the thermosetting plastic we can use it only once. So the example of the thermostatic plastic are the polythene and then the PVC is there, and from this we make the toy, combs, pipes and other. While in the thermosetting plastic, the two example are the bakelite and then the melamine. So with the help of the bakelite, we make the electrical switches, handles, and with the help of the melamine, it is a versatile material and it consists and it resists the fires and can tolerate a heat at a better plastic. So that's why we use the melamine to make the firefighters clothes and the uniforms. So the plastic as a material of the choice. So why the people choose the plastic? Because firstly the plastic is a non-reactive metal. Unlike the metals, the metal get rust and when exposed to the air or the moistures, the plastic do not react with the air and the moistures. And then the second, the plastic is light, strong and durable. As the plastic is very light, strong, durable and can be molded into a different shapes and the sizes. So that's why the people prefer the plastic. And then the third, the plastic are the poor conductor of the heat. So the plastic is once a poor conductor of heat, so it protects the humans from the electricity or the other heat appliances. Yes, we know that the plastic cookware is used in the microwave ovens for cooking the food. In the microwave oven, the heat cooks the food and but does not affect the plastic vessels. And then the second, the Teflon is used for the is a special plastic on which the oil and the water do not stick, and it is used for the non-sticky coating on the of the cookwares. As we see that the mother cooking the food on a special type of the pan which is called the non-sticky pan, in which is coated with the Teflon so that the oil and the water do not stick in that pan. And third, there is a firefighters fireproof plastic, as although the synthetic fibers catches the fire easily, but the uniforms of the firemen coating are made from the coatings of the melamines, which we have studied earlier. The plastic and the environment is a material which get decomposed through the natural process such as by the actions of bacteria is called the biodegradable, while the materials which is not easily decomposable by the natural process are called the non-biodegradable, as the plastic bags are non-biodegradable things, while the wooden cloths, papers, peels or the vegetables all are the biodegradable material. The most important 4 R's which we need to follow is the first is reduce, reuse, recycle and then the recover. So these are the 4 definitions and the 4 terms which we need to keep in mind, as in every exam these 4 R's are used, and even in the higher classes these 4 R's are used. Firstly, the R is the reduce. The reduce to the limit the amount of the waste we create in the first place. Means we have to reduce the waste of materials. And then the reuse. Reuse means we have to use the something and again and again. Just like the mother is using the glass jar for keeping the food, rice, or other food materials such like the sugar, wheats, and again. And then the recycle means the product goes through a mechanical process to change its forms and it can be used again after the recycling. And then the recover is the converts of the waste energy into the useful ones. Now coming towards the question and answers. Firstly, explain why the some fibers are called the synthetic, as there are some fibers that are prepared by the man by using the chemicals, so that's why they are called the synthetic fibers, as these are the made of the small units that are joined together to form a long chains. Example, there is a rayon, there is a nylon, polyesters and acrylic. Now the match the correct answers, as the rayon is a different type of the synthetic fibers because it is obtained from the wood pulp. Question third, fill in the blanks. The synthetic fibers are also called the artificial And then the man-made fibers, the synthetic fibers are synthesized from the raw materials called the petrochemicals. And C, the like the synthetic fibers, the plastic are also a type of the polymer. Then question 4, give an examples which indicates that the nylon is very strong. As a nylon, we see that the nylon is very strong. It is used for making the ropes for the climbing the rocks and also the parachutes. This shows that the nylon fibers are very of high strength. Explain why the plastic containers are favored for storing food. The This characteristic makes the plastic favorable for storing the food because of the plastic is of lightweight, lower price, good strength, easily handling, as these are less reactive than the other metals containers. Now the question number 6, explain the difference between the thermoplastic and the thermosetting plastic, as this difference is quite frequently asked in the question in the papers. So keep in mind this. The thermosetting plastic, as a thermosetting plastic cannot be bent easily as it may break when forced to bend, while the thermoplastic can be bent easily. The thermosetting plastic cannot be softened by the heatings, so it cannot be reshaped. Keep in mind. And the thermoplastic, as a thermoplastic can be softened easily by the heating, so it can be reshaped and used again. So the example of the thermosetting plastic are the bakelite, melamine, and the thermoplastic are the polythenes and then the PVC. Question number 7, explain why the following are made of the thermostatic plastic: the saucepan handles and then the electric plugs and the switches. The saucepan handles are made from the thermosetting plastic because the plastic not get softened on heating, as the thermosetting plastic cannot be used and again, so it cannot be softened by the applying the heat. So that's why the thermosetting plastics such as the bakelite, which are the poor conductor of heat, are used for making the saucepan handles. And then the part B, the thermostatic plastics such as the bakelite, which is a poor conductor of heat, so that's why we use it to make the electrical plugs, switches, boards, and etc. Question 8, categorize the materials of the following products into a can be recycled or cannot be recycled. So cannot be recycled, there is a telephone instrument which is a non-recycled things, the cooker handles, the electrical switches. These all are the polymers, the chemical, so they cannot be recycled. When the can be recycled instrument, there is a plastic toys, the plastic chairs, carriage bag, plastic coverings, ball point pens, and then the plastic balls. As because these made from the thermosetting plastic or any of the other plastic except the thermo static ones, so that's why they can be recycled. Question 9, Rana wants to buy a shirt for the summer. Should he buy cotton shirts or the shirts made from the synthetic materials? Advise the Rana and give the reason. So the Rana should buy a shirt made from the cotton. This is because the cotton is a good absorber of the water, so it soaks the sweat coming out of the body and export it to the environment. So thus it helps to evaporate the liquid sweat, thereby cooling out the body. So this is a reasons why he or she should buy the cotton cloths. Give examples of the plastic which are non-corrosive in the nature. So the plastic are non-corroded even if they come in contact with the strong chemical. This is because they are non-reactive natures with the most of the material. For example, the cleaning chemicals that we use at homes are stored in the plastic bottles instead of the metal containers. So because they do not react with these plastic containers. Question number 11, should the handle and the bristle of the toothbrush be made from the same material? Explain the answer. No, the handle and the bristles of the toothbrush should be made from the different materials. That is, they should not be made from the same material. So the handle of the toothbrush should be a hard and strong, while the bristles should be a soft and flexible, so that it can move into the mouth most smoothly. Avoid the plastic as far as possible. Comment on this advice. So this is a questions which is based on one's or his or her thoughts. So as the plastics are the non-biodegradable substance, so once we introduce the plastic into the environment that take place the several years to decompose, and the plastic adds a very environmental pollution. So that's why we should avoid the using of the plastic, as even the dumb plastic can be eaten by the cows or the buffaloes, and they get swallowed by, and their food pipe or the windpipe get blocked. Now the match the columns. There is a polyesters, with this is a fabric do not wrinkled easily. The Teflon, which is used for making the non-sticky pan. The rayon, which is used for which is prepared by the use of the wood pulp, and then the nylon, which is used for making the parachute and the stockings. So the manufacturing. Question number 14. Manufacturing synthetic fibers is actually helping the conservation of the forest. Comment. As the raw materials of the natural fibers are mainly derived from the plants, and this means that the cutting of a lot of the trees, this leads to the deforestation. But the raw materials of the synthetic fibers or the materials, they are mainly we get from the petrochemicals extracts from the various big refineries. So here the manufacturing of the synthetic fibers helps to conserve the forest and helps the trees from being cut. Then the question 15, this is most important. Describe an activity to show that the thermoplastic is a poor conductor of electricity. So the thermoplastic, things like the PVC or the polythenes, we will design a circuit to prove that the thermoplastic are the poor conductor of electricity. So just we need to put the two circuit in which we will take a thermoplastic material, a PVC pipe, and in the another a metal. So first of all, we join the two ends of the wire with the metals, and when we keep the switch on, then we see that the bulb get switched on and bulb get starts to glow. But if we replace this metal rod with the help of the PVC pipe or any of the other polythene materials, and then we switch on the lamp, then the bulb doesn't glow, because this shows that this thermoplastic is a non-conductors, and hence the bulb do not glow. So that's why this thermoplastic is not a conductor. So all about this. Please share with your friends. Do subscribe this channels for more coming videos.